Kyrie, you hanging with Bloods and you a suburbanite. You pretty much Lil Mabu.
Oh, are we talking crazy? That man said Kyrie basically Lil Mabu. I think Kyrie basically Soluminati, like he's spiritual, bro. Chill.
I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration.
You too, what it do, man? It is your boy Abdul up next, and I am back with another video today, man. Yes, Sirski. Somebody said they miss it when I used to bounce. Why you want to see a man bounce? I don't sound a little crazy to you. Somebody really told me they want to see me bounce. Why would you want to see a man do that? Today we're reacting to a video called Rappers Being Fake Gang Members. Everybody give an estimate response. Say it out loud right now as you're watching this. On a percent, how many rappers you think is fake gang members? I'm not gonna cap. I'm going with straight 0%. Even if a rapper like a fake gang member, to me, I think when rappers get their first stick, the devil just automatically just takes over your body. Tell me this, when you get your first strap, you're not gonna be looking in the mirror to YoungBoy for the first time? You're not gonna be doing that? And on top of that, even if they like a fake gang member, the reason why, cause look, you could say rappers are fake gang members. They grew up, bro, you had a uniform. Bro, I know a dude I went to school with. Man, free him right now. I think he caught a hat. You know what a hat is? No, not one of these hats. Do your research. We went to school. We corrupt. Do I look like that type of guy? I don't know what goes through people's lives that makes them turn tough, but I swear, you know what I truly think it is? It starts with a D and it ends with an S. Stay far away from them, guys, because we're about to watch what starting with a D and ending with an S does to a human being. And all that NBA YoungBoy they listening to. Y'all tell me what y'all think is influencing them. Let's actually see for real, for real. Like the video before we even get started, man. Subscribe to my other channels, bro. More content is coming there. Merch is dropping any day now. Trailers getting made.
Now, I was gonna make a video about rappers going overseas and getting locked up when I saw that Chris Brown had just did the same thing in the UK. He went to
Chris Brown got arrested at a nightclub in London for throwing a bottle at somebody. Hey man, Chris Brown is a true gang member. On me. They said this man moved to California and started paying them to be safe for so long. They said, you know what, you is one of us. Boy, you done did more for the hood than the top gang member. If I'm paying the hood, you mean to tell me I can't at least look like a demon? That's y'all fault.
He went to England while he had a warrant, just sitting at a 5-star hotel in Manchester, chilling. But I guess he could have forgot. The incident happened 2 years ago, but I remembered that as an adult, Chris Brown just seemingly started claiming Fruitown Piru. He just became a blood as an adult. Now, first off, Fruitown Piru is not just in LA, all right? The set is also in Virginia, where Chris Brown is from, but he's from a town of like 3,000 people. There's neighborhoods in LA with 5 times as many people.
So he's from a town of 3,000 people, then he moved to LA and he automatically felt like he could become a blood. Sounds about right. Another dumb thing that I think, when you an artist, especially Chris Brown, all you gotta do is this. Pause. Hey yo, I'm retiring that. Hey yo, never again will I do that. Oh, ain't no way you about to, boy, you supposed to be doing the moonwalk. Bro, you got the easiest route. What are you holding a gang flag for? Man, aren't rappers have to worry about people snatching their chain? All of that. How do you just wake up one day and say, I want more problems in my life? That's when you playing a game and it's too easy. He beat the regular game, he had to make a new game, and now he put his game back on survival mode. He's playing hardcore Minecraft just for the fun of it. He already beat it the first time. He gonna do it in a different way, I guess.
It doesn't mean that he ain't from the hood or anything, because a lot of small towns are messed up. It just got me thinking. Wack 100, although not the most reliable storyteller, said there's a guy named Waxstar. I think he's a blood out of Compton, and his story about Waxstar lines up with the story of Big Homie CC, a former high-level bodyguard. Now, Big Homie says that one night while he was working security for Iman Shumpert when he was still in the NBA, he kind of shoved Kyrie Irving out of his way, and Kyrie took this very personal, and every time Kyrie saw him after this, he started gang banging, like banging blood on him every time he saw him.
So I put my arm out and I pushed him and dude out the way. He got pissed off about it. He throwing up gang signs at me and everything.
Capping. He literally looks like a milk dud. Boy look like the straight version of Saucy Santana. He a bald Saucy Santana. I'm telling you right now, he capping. Kyrie Irving throwing up the blood sign. Kyrie Irving. Are we talking about the same person who sits in the middle of the forest and humming? Man, these people be lying. You mean to tell me the inspirational basketball monk that puts sage in the NBA game every time he walks into a different arena? Bro, I be around Kyrie too long. I think I'm being cursed. Boy, what the heck you keep burning that for?
Kyrie is a blood. Bro.
And Wax says this guy Waxstar is responsible for bringing people like Soulja Boy, Chris Brown, and Kyrie around the set. But not only was Kyrie born in Australia, he grew up in West Orange, New Jersey, a wealthy suburb. He attended Montclair Kimberly Academy, a private school. Soulja Boy was born in Chicago and grew up in Mississippi. Now I know there's a lot of gangs in Mississippi, but everybody I met from Mississippi was either a GD or a vice lord. But
one thing I'll say, bro, Soulja Boy gets these fake gangster allegations. Bro, for one, he a legend. I had them Soulja Boy glasses, dog. 2007, he came out with that song. I was 4 years old, yes. But think about it like this. Songs used to be viral for a long time, bro. Crank That was probably one of the biggest songs for about the next 6-7 years. He only had to make 2 songs. And when he came out, he kind of did seem pretty ghetto, bro. If you go back and you watch an interview from 2007, bro's accent was heavy as crap. And it wasn't, and you could tell by the accent, it was one of them ghetto accents. It looked like him and Sexy Red, like he had that Sexy Red, like, vibe to him. If you know what I mean, you see Sexy Red, when she say she a her rat, we're like, we know. When you see them Soulja Boy interviews from 2007, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's believable where he built the courage.
But Soulja Boy don't even know where he's from. He's claimed Atlanta and Compton at the same time, but when he blew up, he was living in Batesville, Mississippi. Now, I don't blame this guy, Waxstar from California. If these celebrities want to play gang member and give him free clout, go ahead. He's probably genuinely made a bag just off being associated with these guys, but what is this? And why do rappers and celebrities, when they—
Who's this? Is this my glorious king, Playboy Cardi, you're trying to expose right now? Come on, stop it. Stop. Hey, stop it. Let me tell you why I stop it. See this photo right here? It's 21 Savage, Playboy Cardi, before all of this stuff. They was on the block. This, it don't look like no $100 million type of living right here. I did hear he was just kind of like a skateboard kid, but on top of that, with Playboy Cardi, it's definitely what you start with a D, ends with an S, no doubt.
Why do rappers and celebrities, when they want to become adult gang members, why do they always just choose a California gang? Is it because Cali is the extortion capital? Possibly.
I think it's because, bro, when you become a rapper, you just magically got to take yourself to California to start your career, and you come across and get exposed to more of those things more often. Think about it like this. You live in your city everywhere you go. You become a mainstream rapper now. Now you got to spend the rest of your time in California. And in California, you're just more likely to run into gang members. I've been to California in my life one time. I went to the golf store. I walk out the golf store, somebody's just getting beat up. I don't even know why, bro. I'm trying to look at Tyler, the Creator store. 6ix9ine, this is a straight gimmick. Lil Mabu gimmick. Shout out Lil Mabu though. I got mad respect for bro.
Also, you're more likely to just get robbed somewhere like Chicago or New York doing this. Shotty and them made over $1 million from 6ix9ine playing gang member, and they still tied him up and threw him in the truck. California guys seem to have a bit more oversight when it comes to extorting, but 6ix9ine was honestly like the blueprint on why adults shouldn't jump into gangs, among many others. And like I said plenty of times in older videos, people join gangs as kids, and not only kids, but kids in dangerous neighborhoods where being a part of something like that is just part of everyday life. I know it is.
Wow. Hey, you're not more of a gangbanger like me. You're not more of an idiot who want to ruin his life at a young age like me. I've been wanting to ruin my life. I've been wanting to ruin my life since I was a young kid. When I was a kid, I went out my way and I ruined my life on purpose because it's cool to, boy. And you ain't ruined your life as early as me, and that made me cooler than you, Playboy Cardi. That's how it sounds right now, bro. I'm cringing.
It's like to grow up in the area where the kids gang banging, and when you go to their house, their parents gang banging too. And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings with this next statement, but Tupac was no different. His mom was an educated Black Panther, not a Blood. The man was a poet that spoke against injustice in the United States one day and a Blood from LA the next. You can't be Martin Luther King and a gang member at the same time.
Bro, but every gang member be trying to be Martin Luther King. That's a fact though. Tupac was a famous actor before a gang member. Once he figured out what y'all liked, shit. He done already had a platinum movie. Let me just act like what y'all like and get some more money. I think that's what he was thinking. What y'all think?
He was gonna start gang banging as a kid, like most people. It would have been while he still lived in Baltimore.
There's an interview where Tupac talked about I love women. I respect them all, and I think they're all, and I ain't gonna lie, I co-sign that message. No cap. Shout out the bitches.
Crazy how the poster boy for the West Coast didn't even move out there until he was 17. No matter what reason. Crazy how the poster boy for the West Coast didn't even move out there until he was 17.
But then another thing, Tupac got popped. Now, if I get popped and I still can't threaten people over a song, I'd be pretty mad too. Once you get popped, you're every member you want to be, man. Once you get popped, to me, you don't even got to be associated with a single gang member. I'm gonna treat you like one for sure. You proved yourself. Unfortunately, that's the type of validation and approval these people are achieving in this world. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No matter what reason you think he really died, he had no business putting his hands on the Southside Compton Crip in Las Vegas.
That's why when people ask me, bro, if I could bring anybody back, bro, I say Biggie and not Tupac. Now, this sounds like a hot take. If somebody was like, yo, I got your reboot card, and you can choose a reboot card between any rapper, what would you choose? I'll probably choose X. I'll probably choose Biggie Smalls. Those are my top 2 picks. The reason why I'm not choosing Juice WRLD, he was pretty goated. You know what I'm saying? X didn't necessarily reach his true potential. Biggie Smalls, bro, that was the most unfair way to die to me. I think Biggie Smalls had the most unfair death. Tupac, if you use a reboot card on Tupac, you wasted a reboot card. If Tupac got revived, he would have died again. And then again, if Tupac was immune to getting shot, he would have still got shot at least 10 more times. If you pay attention to his life, you watch what they be portraying, and you pay attention, you listen to the music, even if Tupac would have lived them shots, he probably would have died again. He was wilding. He might have been wilding more than King Von. And if you're wilding more than King Von, that says something.
And that's what's so disappointing about a lot of rappers. You can't trust anything they say. How you gonna be a revolutionary, but you fighting in a hotel lobby? This man was an educated ballet dancer, not throwing shade at him about that, but the point is, Tupac was a fictional character, and Destroy Lonely was homeschooled. Who put you on, bro?
You talk about the top floor boss. You talk about the Dark Lord. Yo, bro, I'm about to cut this vid. Yo, I don't listen to Destroy Lonely slander. I take my ears off. Now because you're homeschooled, hey, do I believe he's a real gang member? I don't know. When I listen to that No Stylist album, after hearing it, you can be whatever you want, bro. Just make sure that music hit just as hard as it did before.
Who put you on, bro? You were homeschooled before high school. How? And he went to high school in Stockbridge, Georgia. And I'm not saying Stockbridge ain't grimy, but bro, the murder rate is less than 1 per every 1,000.
All right, so they say Destroy Lonely from Stockbridge, Georgia. Now, that's like South Side Atlanta. If y'all don't know, I'm from Atlanta, but I'm not from the South Side. I'm from the East. Believe it or not, I'm from the East. You know what I'm saying? Childish Gambino got a song about the exact city I grew up in. It's called Lithonia.
Kyrie, you hanging with Bloods and you a suburbanite. You pretty much Lil Mabu. Soulja Boy, honestly, Soulja Boy been pretending to be a gang member for so many years that we might as well just give him an honorary certificate, right? Congratulations, you graduated from False Flag University. I hereby present this award to DeAndre Cortez Way. Justin Bieber still get more respect in the hood than you though.
Oh, are we talking crazy? Are we talking crazy? That man said Kyrie basically Lil Mabu. I think Kyrie basically Soluminati. Like, he's spiritual, bro. Chill. I don't think Kyrie should be the main target right now.
There are several other rappers that fell off that I could get into, but we'll be here all day. And I promise I'm not trying to pick on Drake, but he just always comes up. Now, I haven't necessarily seen him claim to be a part of any gangs in Toronto or in the US, but being from Forest Hill, his association with gang members is kind of strange to me. Like, who introduced you to these various people, Drake? How do you know Fifth? I covered him briefly in my Toronto video, but this guy got executed in a way that just does not happen if you're not in the streets. They caught him in the hallway, 2 shooters popped out, air straight through the glass, one of them wiped the door off and kept blowing. And top 5, why is Drake paying lawyer fees for somebody that was on a murder charge?
So he's saying Drake is a fake gang member. Bro, I don't get it, man. It's the female's fault, bro. It's the female's fault, and it's y'all's fault, and it's my fault. If we sat up here and gave credit to people who were creative, individuality, maybe we would see that more, bro. Y'all see people like the people with the most individuality and the real personality in this world are the people who get the most hate or just don't get accepted by the culture. The culture make these people feel like this is what you got to do to be accepted. God damn. Now, I get it. You a grown man. You make your own decisions. But I don't think Drake trying to be no gang member, man. If I'm just trying to stay safe and I'm somehow found my way in contact with you just by being outside, let me just show you some respect, twin. Because that's what you're supposed to do when you meet people. Let me show you some respect. If I'm Drake, I ain't about to walk around here acting like I own the place. Boy, if this dude somehow ended someone's life, which I'm not doubting that even a little bit, man, much respect to top 5. And I somehow meet top 5 on multiple occasions. Yo, top 5, let me help you out, Brody. Let me not make you think that I have something against you. So when I walk around where I walk around, it's cool. If I'm running into you, I might as well show you some respect. I got $1 billion, $10,000 on lawyer fees just to make sure you have a better life gonna do. It's just a blessing on my end of showing love. It might be lame on some people's opinion, but dying on that hill of pride ain't no hill you wanna die on, bro, because you value your life, bro. Pride, the last thing you're supposed to be worried about.
The dumbest thing I ever heard was some kid in town say he wanted to go to the hood and feel what it was like to be in a shootout. And I was like, bro, you know, people don't always survive shootouts, right? You know, that's not a goal for people living in the city, right? And I feel like that's how a lot of these rappers think. Not all of them, of course. A lot of them are just pretending 100%. And
and the girls. I will never forget. I was at the gas station with a girl, scared for my life. Boy, one thing I do know, man, mind your business at the gas stations, man. People say something to you, blah, blah, blah. I get back into the car. I'm dolo by myself driving. She say the same thing. Yeah, I wonder who you go experience that shootout with too. Cause I'm blocking you after this. What you talking about? That ain't it. Keep that to yourself.
Sadly, I went to college in an open carry state, so he likely has his own firearm now legally, but he definitely won't see any action in his hometown, and I doubt he'd ever actually travel somewhere where he'd have to use it, because it's easy to just say something stupid like that when you've never seen it up close. Having to constantly look over your shoulder is not cool. There are 16-year-olds walking around major cities that don't even gangbang, but just due to the neighborhoods they live in, they know what it's like to always be at risk. I remember walking through alleys in Chicago with my hood on because it was cold, and people popping out from behind garbage cans saying, "Hey bro, you gotta take your hood off, we into it, I didn't know who you was." Some people just don't even know what that's like. And to see somebody selling out world tours or signing multi-million-dollar contracts to throw up a gang sign, you start to see why celebrities get their houses broken into in LA. It's hard to feel bad for some of these guys.
Hey, man, that's no cap. I ain't grew up in no quote-unquote hood, but I ain't grew up in no, like, super great area. Y'all know the stories about times where, like, I done had some very weird occasions of just chilling in the mall, seeing somebody just casually just being robbed outside.
This kid who was born a millionaire kept it more real than most of these rappers when he stopped rapping and pretending to have ops so he could focus on college. Why is someone like Justin Bieber more good in the hood than Soulja Boy? It's not because he's white, it's because he's not pretending or trying to fit in. Never forget, Justin walked through the alley and linked up with like a MS-13 gang member and bought some by himself. No security.
That's why Justin Bieber been acting a little crazy lately.
Hey, I got Justin Bieber here at the Swami though. Right here in my hood, homie. MS gang.
Selena Gomez might have been there too, but y'all rich people trying to look tough is the exact reason Big U got rich. Just stop it, man. If you got a pool in your backyard, you can't be a gang member. Can we just agree on?
That's why we got to give more credit to these people and these rappers and these people in the world who are being themselves. But yeah, like, bro, people don't glorify that. People don't glorify art. People don't glorify individuality, man. Kanye, Kid Cudi, Tyler the Creator, Childish Gambino, A$AP Rocky, Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi. They don't get like, bro, be real. Who got more aura? Them or NBA Youngboy? Let's just get real unemployed real quick. We gotta glorify the people who put thought into what they do, put thought into who they are, instead of just following the crowd. Shout out these 4 people right here, by the way. If you want to shout out, all you gotta do is like this video. Let me know you liked in the comment section. I have another channel I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to. It's called More Abdul Up Next. I got another channel I appreciate if you subscribe to. Dooley Chamberlain. I also have a Discord. Join up the family, man. We getting ready to start streaming consistently. And boy, oh boy, you will be shocked when you see what I have in plan. I ain't gonna give y'all no spoilers. I'm just gonna surprise y'all with the good content when the streams come consistently. So just stay in tune, stay aware, because I can't wait. It's your boy Abdul Up Next, and I'm gone.